Follow St. Germain.
I'm O'Shay Massey, and we're just with you today to give you a millennial motivational ministry. We're going to give you the ultimate breakfast talk, even though it's not breakfast time. Y'all probably like, what time is it? 1 o'clock? So I know that's kind of irrelevant, but I eat breakfast at any time of the day. So
You eat breakfast anytime during the day, morning, night, brunch, lunch. So you can have your morning cereal at nighttime. It's okay. We need to
what's your favorite kind of cereal? My favorite, I love Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops are good, but my favorite time, I like Rice Krispies. Even though people say they kind of dry, I love when them snack crackles pop. I love it when they make that noise. What else? I love Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes are so good. And Cookie Crisp. That's like my young.
I haven't had Cookie Crisp in a long time.
It was really good. It came up. Honeycomb and Pops. People forget about them. Honeycomb and Pops and cereals are really good too.
That is good. I love cereal. I love eating cereal. Hopefully, you love our show as much as we love eating cereal. We have some really cool stuff for y'all today. If y'all didn't know, this month, March, is National Women's History Month. And so today we have some interesting facts that maybe y'all didn't know, maybe y'all did know, but we want to educate y'all about, what's going on today in today's society. Yesterday actually was International Women's History Day. So a lot of women were not even going to work. They were, fighting for the struggle of equal pay with women and stuff. So I thought it would be really interesting to talk about that.
I like that too, that you guys have a month, the whole females or women have a month to themselves. I think it's important for us to learn about women's history. I know in high school, when at school, we learned about Student B. Anthony and women's suffrage, but that was like a really short section of the long history about women all over the world that fought against inequality and bigotry.
Yes, I think it's so important to, acknowledge how far women have come. And there's so many things that you can find online. There's so many history lessons and so many facts that you just didn't even know about the evolution of women and how far we have grown. So let's get started. I got a couple facts. I think Stefano has a couple.
I got some facts.
I see over here that over 60% of college degrees awarded in the U.S. every year are earned by women.
That is amazing.
That's pretty awesome.
I graduated this past December, and without noticing, there were a lot of women at that graduation. I was like, oh, look, maybe there's a lot of girls in my class this year or something. But now, since you read that fact, it's like, it kind of makes sense. That, like, this is crazy that you guys are really graduating at a high rate, which is really good.
We getting them college degrees. I just want to pat myself on the shoulder because I also graduated in December. 2 degrees. I'm speaking that Spanish, that Espanol. And I also study communication. So, I had to pat myself on the shoulder because I'm in that statistic. That's me. It also says that women are more likely than men. Not that we throwing shade. We not bashing.
It's okay.
But we are more likely than men to graduate high school as well and receive our high school diploma. So we really doing the thing.
Yeah, education is important. It seems like some of our males really forgot that memo. But once again, congratulations to the women. My mom always told me education is key. But I guess some people just forgot. It's okay though. You can always go back to school. Hopefully, our numbers will boost up in the upcoming years. But I also want to throw another fact out to you. Today, 65% of moms with kids under 18 work. In 1975, it was fewer than 47%. So that's amazing to see. A lot of women are going back to work, even with kids. I know from personal experience, my mother went back to school for her master's degree. And I believe I was in middle school, my brother was in high school, and she's a single mom. So she went back to school with 2 kids and being a single mom. So it's just great to see. So really just like, if you have the desire to do anything, still go back. Don't let your kids hold you back or anything. Go back to work. Like I used to watch this show called Mad Men, and it was based in the 60s, and the culture during the 60s, the United States was really just you get married, then you have kids. That's basically it. And I'm so happy that the trend has turned to now, like, sometimes the wife is the one that goes out and is a stay-at-home dad. So it's really cool to see the trend that women are actually going back to the workforce.
It is. I definitely think that stereotypical women have to be house moms and stuff like that is definitely fading in today's society, and everybody like going to get their degrees, working in the field. really holding their own. And that's awesome. Kudos to your mom. She held it down. That's what's up.
Yeah, she did hold it down. She did. There was a lot of some nights where we just had to make some quick dinners, but she got her. She got her
breakfast cereal, right?
Yeah, some breakfast cereal for dinner.
Okay, I have some facts on here about sports. Now, I'm not the biggest sports fan, but I'm gonna talk about it like I know a little bit about sports because it's really interesting. But actually, no women and girls were allowed in the first Olympics. But after the Games of Era featuring foot race for women that were held every 4 years, women were actually allowed to be in the Olympic Games. So that's pretty awesome because at one point we weren't even allowed to be in the Olympics, and now we are dominating the Olympics.
Yeah.
With women, the gymnastics, the flips, all that physical stuff that I can't do because I'm not very athletic, but it's all good. That's so awesome because, we wasn't even allowed to be in the Olympics once upon a time. And now that's all you see. Gabby Douglas and all the different young girls out there that are really, showing what we can do physically. It's awesome.
Also, I want to throw out, in 1966, Roberta Gibb was the first woman to participate in the Boston Marathon and finish it. So shout out to Roberta, because I know right now I cannot go out and run a marathon. I probably will pull something, have a cramp. I'll just lay out on the floor. But for her to be the first woman to do it and finish it, that's really an amazing feat in itself. I can run up and down the basketball court, but doing a marathon, that's a real no.
Yes, shout out to Roberta, because I probably would have passed out. No. No, that's not, it's not for me. Let's see. So also some other things on here. Jane Addams was one of the first women to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize because of her work with the Hull House. She was a public philosopher, writer, leader, and suffragists went down as one of the most influential and prolific women in American history. So that's pretty awesome. Nobel Peace Prize, that's one of the highest awards and honors that you can get.
Yeah.
Internet maybe froze.
I get. I froze on my end?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay. Because you were talking and it just stopped out of nowhere.
Okay.
Okay. So what? So do we just keep going from where we left off?
Definitely.
Right, so,
another fact.
Okay, yeah. So I saw another one. I found this really cool. The first world's novel was The Tale of Jemmy, which was published in Japan around 1000 AD by a female author named, if I get this wrong, I'm so sorry, Murasaki Sakabu. She was Japanese, and she wrote the first novel in the whole entire world. So that is amazing.
Women are. She wrote a whole novel. I did not like writing 5-page papers in college. I definitely couldn't have wrote a novel. Like
I can write a novel now, and so for her doing that is really amazing. And 1000 AD, which is a super long time ago. So I know that it must have hurt for a long time writing all those words that were typing it, but that's still crazy and amazing. That's really cool that the first novel in the whole entire world was written by a woman.
Yes, it is. So we have a lot of facts. We got, how many more weeks of March do we have? 2 or
2, 3 more, something like that.
So we're gonna be throwing y'all some more facts, every week that we broadcast, get y'all some more information about Women's History Month. I think since Women's History Month, me and Desty, we should talk about some women that have inspired us, or we feel, should get some real good acknowledgement for the amazing things that they have done. So you got somebody in mind?
Yes, I have to give a big shout out to my mother. She raised 2 boys by herself, moving from New York to North Carolina. Like I said earlier, she went back to school. She's very successful now. But it was really just amazing to see. As I got older, when I was younger, I really didn't understand. But as I got older, I understand like the sacrifices that she made and what the things that she done for my brother and I. And I love her and care for her so much because it's not easy being a single mother at all, especially when you're raising 2 boys to become men, which is another hard thing by itself. Because my brother and I, we were both knuckleheads when we were younger. But I just want to thank her so much. That's that's my idol. That's the girl I look up to, and that's the woman I idolize to this day.
That's awesome. Your mom seems amazing. I can't hear.
I'm a mama's boy. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a mama's boy. I'm a mama's boy, and it's okay.
You better be proud of being a mama's boy. That's good. No, ladies, he's a mama's boy, so you need to prepare for that. You know, when he looking for his girlfriend, just keep that in mind. That's the final.
Oh yeah, if you don't pass through mom, I don't know. She might be like, no, it's bad. Cause mom got some rules. She got the last say on some things now.
I got you. I also have to say that my mom is definitely an inspiration. Definitely one of my idols. Definitely a person that I look up to all the time. She too went to school and got. My mom has 3 degrees, I believe. She got a degree in business, nursing, and she got a bachelor's in science. I can't remember all the different things. There's a lot of them, but she also went to nursing school when I was a really little girl. She's been a nurse for the last 25 plus years. I don't know the exact thing. So she's putting a lot of service in. It's just amazing to see her. It's me, my brother and sister, and of course she has my dad helping her out. But she has just been a powerful woman. I hope one day when I become a mom that I can be, everything that she is, and hopefully, learn from what she has taught me. She is such a hard worker. She is so dedicated. She literally gives us everything off of her back, and she works so hard for us, and everything that she does. And she inspires me to be great. Like, I looked at my mom and I was like, oh, she has degrees and stuff too. So I was like, yeah, I have to go and get my degree. Now, she doesn't have 1, she has 3. So I was like, okay, I got to step up my game. My mama got 3 degrees. I need to, go ahead and get back in school because I need 1 more to catch up with her. So, she's definitely been an inspiration to me. And I'm sure to my brother and sister as well, and to my dad as well. She's just an amazing woman, amazing mom, hard worker, saves people's lives every day in the health field, and she's incredible.
To me, it's just crazy to see like the extent that mothers go to for loving, caring their children. I tell my mom like thank you all the time. Like when I look back and sit down in my life, I'm like, Mom, you did that for me. Like thank you. Like thank you for giving me birth in the first place. Thank you for that. That was really that was hard in itself, but just the everyday like sacrifices that she made. Like sometimes she was. When she goes grocery shopping when we were younger, she would just buy food for my brother and I like, not even food that she likes. That's just like a little sacrifice that, because she knows what your kids want. So it was like, I just say thank you all the time. I'm like, sorry for giving you when I was a teenager, giving you all those troubles, because I know you were just trying to be a good parent. But I think as you get older, you just look back and be like, wow, they really did. Being a mother is not an easy job at all, because it takes a lot. It takes a whole lot.
Definitely. And you don't have to wait till Mother's Day to celebrate your mom. It's a whole month dedicated to women and what they do.
True.
So if you have a mom or aunt or a grandmother or anything, let them know that their hard work does not go unnoticed. It's not just one day that we have to celebrate. Shoot, it doesn't even have to be a month. We can do it all year long. But let them know how important they are to you and how incredible it is, everything that they do for you and for their families. Because those people, those women that we talked about earlier in those facts, I'm sure they have families. I'm sure they're a mom or an aunt or something. So, they family members on top of all the incredible things that they accomplish. Women really, they do a lot.
A whole lot. As we said earlier, it's crazy.
So we're going to close it in. I was looking at some Bible verses, and this is one of my favorite Bible verses, and I thought it fit perfectly for what we were talking about. And the Bible verse is Psalms 46:5, and that Bible verse reads, God is within her. She will not fail. God will help her at break of day. And I think that's so incredible because some goals or accomplishments that women have, there's been a lot of times where women weren't able to do certain things. We didn't have certain rights. We weren't able to work the way we wanted to or do the things that we wanted to do. And this Bible verse is so empowering because it says God is within her and she will not fail. So to just have that foundation and to know that God is always going to be with me. God is always going to be with my mom. God is going to be with us no matter what. We'll never fail, even when it looks like we're going to fail, or even when it looks like it's too hard. To just have that strength and just to know that God is always with us. And he's going to help us at the break of day. So when the sun comes up to when the sun goes down, he is by our side, and we just going to keep pushing and striving to, you know, change the world.
Yes, when you said that verse, that iconic picture comes to mind when Brown versus Board of Education, when the students were allowed to go to high school, like integrated high schools, and I forget her name right now, but that one girl, she was walking in class and all those people just like crowning her and like maybe like spitting her and saying all these curse words. You can see her focus. So I did right there, like I was just with her right there. There's any instance is when you like ever doubt yourself or anything like that, just even for even now women, there's always know that God's with you at any point in time, that even though you're struggling, you go through something really hard, that God's always gonna be right there watching you. It's like he's your best friend. He's always right there. He knows what you're doing.
Definitely. So if you guys have, you know, any women that inspire you, or you guys have any comments, please follow us on Facebook, WYTV7, Christian Broadcasters Network on Facebook. Send us some things. If you have your mother or your aunt or somebody that you want to acknowledge, send it to us. And next week, maybe we can talk about them and give them acknowledgement on our show, since it is Women's History Month. And
not only say on Facebook, tell that person too. You know, don't put on social media. Tell the people that you love, or the women life that you love them. I'm about to call my mom right now for no reason, tell that I love her. I have 2 female dogs as well. I'm about to tell them I love them too. It's their month as well. So there's every woman in the world that you know, just tell them that you love them.
Definitely. Tell them that you love them. So I'm O'Shay.
I'm Destefano.
You're listening to the MOrNin CeReal, a millennial motivational ministry. We hope we gave you some motivation, some encouragement, some facts, gave you the ultimate breakfast talk, even though it's not breakfast time.
It's breakfast time somewhere in the world. It's breakfast time
in the world, but not here. See y'all later.
You guys have a good day. Peace, love, and positivity.
Bye.